Hello, good morning. This is J. Richard Varvel, live for the JRV Morning Show. It is so wonderful to be here this morning. Welcome to everybody joining me live, as well as joining me in the archives. It is so wonderful to be with you in this way, weekdays at 11. I so enjoy it, and I'm excited to be bringing this with me into 2017. I definitely made some peace with more baggage, more garbage, more just the stuff I'm done carrying around. I just made my peace and let it go, and so that stays in 2016 and literally burned in the fires of the past. And I'm happy though to bring this show as well as what I'm up to in the world into 2017 without the baggage, and so that way I really can be free just to be me. Good morning, Aaron. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. It is wonderful to have you this morning, and I'm wishing you a wonderful start to the new year. So real quick, let me share my page to my J. Richard Varvel page, just because I like to increase who could possibly see and join in. So one moment for that. Share. And if anybody wants to share, please share away. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Even though this is like just a couple steps, it's amazing. It kind of takes us a couple minutes here. At least it feels like a couple minutes. I know it's not taking a couple minutes. All right. Okay. So, done. All right, so thank you for waiting for that. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to talk about to start off the show is something on a more serious note. Here in Bakersfield, there was a transgendered teen who went missing. Her name is Jay Bornstein, and she went missing last week, and then she was found dead at Hart Park. Coincidentally, I don't live too far from Hart Park, and I go to Hart Park pretty often, actually. It's a beautiful park, and the Kern River runs through it, and there's a lot of beauty there. So I know that Jay must have been in quite a bit of pain and suffering in order to take her own life, but at the same time, I don't know what state of mind she was in, because I don't know her personally, and I don't really have any connection to her that I'm aware of. However, the story definitely touched my heart, because I definitely have been involved in suicide prevention in my life, not only for my own suicide prevention, but also I was with the Lifeline, the Suicide Prevention Center down in Los Angeles, that's part of the Lifeline network, for over 4 years, and I was a volunteer crisis counselor, and it was something that I'm going to be a little sad. It's something that helped me through my experience. I was definitely suicidal at different times in my life, and being able to be a crisis counselor and to be able to connect with people in that way, and to be able to meet them where they are and just be a listening ear, and then offer whatever resources that were available and that made the most sense at that time for that person. But really, it was the connection. It was being able to listen to someone and be there for someone, because oftentimes what I found, it was most people just didn't feel heard in their life, or didn't feel like they could share what they really wanted to say because of fear of judgment or ridicule. And so I was a part of a suicide hotline that's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and that's for anybody and everybody that is suicidal. And so I'm going to give that number, and that's 800-273-8255. Again, that's 800-273-8255. I'll also put a comment in this video once it's finished with a link. But anyways, it's something that I feel like in my life, I'm grateful to have had the experience, because it was something that I was able to be given the advice that was coming through me, but I was also able to take that advice myself, because oftentimes my team was telling me, and this advice is for you too. And so I oftentimes feel like that's how it goes out in everybody's life. It's like when we're being of service, oftentimes if we're able to be an observer and witness what's really going on from a bigger, broader perspective, from our infiniteness, we're able to see how even when we are being of service, we're being of service to ourselves, because usually whatever we're doing out in the world helping, we're doing on the inside helping ourselves as well. And so it's like it's like a circle. It's an infinity. But the other organization I wanted to mention right now, because I feel like it's really important, especially because of what just happened with Jay here in Bakersfield, is the Trevor Lifeline. And that is specifically and especially for LGBTQ folks out there. They have a suicide prevention line, as well as I was just on the website taking a look, seeing there's quite a bit of resources right there. So I'm going to share that resource page. There's a lot of good stuff. Like, so if people have questions and might be from different areas of the country where being gay is wrong, and people are still have it really buried deep down, and there isn't any community organizations. The Trevor Project and the Trevor website is a great link and resource if you do feel ostracized or you feel outside and away from resources where you are. You can still get them through the internet. So that line, if you would like to call, is 866-488-7386. Again, that's 866-488-7386, and that's the Trevor Lifeline. And again, I'll be posting links for both of them, so that way all that information is there. Because, there are people out there are people that care, even when it feels like you're completely alone and like there's no other way. There's no solution that seems available other than the solution of killing yourself. Give yourself an opportunity to at least talk it out with somebody, and take advantage if you are in a crisis and you don't feel like you can reach out to friends or family. Know that both of these lines are available, staffed with volunteers that really care about saving lives and that really just want to be there for you and want to be a listening ear, because you are important and you are valuable. All right, so we're going to switch gears, and I'm going to do the card reading of the day before we get into the meditation at 11:11. And then I have a technique that I learned that I'm going to be passing along that might be it's valuable for everybody, but it's especially valuable to all of you empaths out there, all of you that are able to feel the energies all around you. This is going to be a good one for you. All right, so let's cut the deck. And we're going to do a quick one today because we're already coming up on 11:11. Excuse me. So this one is work, and this one has to do with not only the work you do in the physical world, but also really the work you came here to do on a bigger, grander scale, more of a spiritual level. So it's like what you came here to create and get involved in, and who you came to interact with, what you might be offering in service to humanity, that kind of work. That's what this work is referring to. And so right now, I feel like there's a collective look. It's still time to reassess and look back at and reflect on 2016 and our past, what's gone on in our lives, look at the patterns, the habits, and look at things that are helpful as well as things that are maybe not so helpful, and do it from a place of being an observer, of non-judgment, just taking a look, just seeing. It's not about, being hard on ourselves. This is just really taking inventory, taking stock. And then I see, when we really tune into our heart space and do it from that place, and we see some of the bigger bird's eye view, the bigger understandings and aha moments that all come together when we look at these different things from non-judgment, then we can better. Then we can know where we've been, so we can know where we're going. That's what comes through right now. It's like when we take stock and we look at the past, and then we make our peace with it. We get ourselves present, and then we can really spend some time imagining. Okay, what do I want to bring forward? What do I want to the future to look like? And really spend some time in our imagination and really dreaming big and growing that dream. And really laying a foundation for what you want to step into. So I just feel like that's some work to do on ourselves, some planning work, so that way we can really totally be in the present moment, creating exactly what we want to create because we're focused and we have goals and intentions that we've already planned out and put in place. So then it's just checking in moment to moment with our heart space to keep moving and growing that creation, that dream, and expanding it into the physical. All right, so if anybody has any questions about that, you can reach out to me when we get to the question portion of the show, the call-in portion, and then we'll be doing some mini readings then as well. But it's time to jump into the meditation, so let's go ahead, please, and close your eyes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started by closing our eyes and connecting to our heart space within and turning our attention within. We're letting go of time and space and everything going on all around us, all the distractions. We can come back to that when we're finished with the meditation. But right now, we're just going to get quiet and be with ourselves. And I would like you now to grow roots from the base of your spine and the bottoms of your feet, and grow them down into the center of Mother Earth. Deep, deep down into the center of Mother Earth. Saying hello and extending your appreciation and gratitude for being on this wondrous, beautiful, life-giving planet. Yes. And let's wait for a response back here for just a moment. Yes. Mother Earth is a conscious being, and she loves to connect with us in this way. And us connecting with her does not take away from anyone else connecting with her. So she's multidimensional and multifaceted, and she's able to connect with all of us at once, all simultaneously. It is not beyond her abilities as a sentient planet. Wonderful. Okay, now I'd like you to focus your attention on a gold and silver ball of light at the center of your heart space. This is your divine spark, and I would like you to grow that sphere of light bigger, bigger, bigger. We're growing it out. Let's go out 33 feet. And it is emanating from the center of your heart space like a star out in every direction. It's a perfect sphere, a perfect ball of light. And you are within it, right in the center. And you are within your energy. You are able to access the infinite wisdom within you that is you, from the infinite energy source that is being powered through your heart center. There is no limit to that energy. It is an infinite source of energy within you. An infinite source of love and light. Yes. Let's just enjoy being in this energy, being in our own energy. Let's see what wants to come through. Be aware of any insights, any ahas that are coming to the surface. Any messages from you to you, from your deepest self, from your soul self within you. Allow yourself to allow those messages to permeate up through to the surface, allowing you to bring them into your conscious awareness right here and right now. Wonderful. All right, now for today's new technique. This is something that I learned at a healing session that I went to, and this was guidance given to someone else, but when I heard it, I was like, wow, this is perfect for me as an empath. and I have had some fun playing around with it over the past few months, and I would like to share it. I would totally give the person credit if I knew who she was, but I don't know who she was. But I know and trust that she's grateful that this technique is just being shared. Yes. Okay, so it is, we're in our gold and silver ball of light. And now I would like you to mirror the inside of that gold and silver ball of light. Put a mirror. So all your energy is now being reflected back at you. All right. And now I would also like you to put a mirrored surface on the outside of the sphere and mirroring out. And so all the energy from the outside, so to speak, is being mirrored back out, creating a boundary between you and the outer world. And so being in this space, again, you're in your sphere of light, your golden sphere of light, and you mirror the inside, mirroring towards you. And then you also mirror the outside, facing the outside. So that way your energy is reflected back at you, and all the outer world energy is reflected back out into the outer world, creating a boundary between you and the outer world. And so this is valuable and effective if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, stressed out. If as an intuitive empath you've picked up on too many energies, or if you've been in a group and it's become overwhelming or zapped your energy, this is a fantastic technique to utilize and to play with. Again, this is just a foundation to work from, and tune into your own heart space and see what works and what doesn't for you, and what you may want to add or take away that better serves your highest and best good. Yes. All right. So just as you have set yourself into this space, creating this boundary, just check in with yourself and see how it feels. See what you notice. If you notice any differences within you, within your body. Your clarity, your clear-mindedness. Notice your emotions, your feeling state. Also be aware of any colors and geometry that you may notice at this time. All right, wonderful. Okay, so this is a space and a place you can take yourself at any time. Again, this is definitely a technique and tool that's more useful for those empaths out there, those of you that are empathic and you easily absorb other people's emotions and energies and are able to feel other people's emotions and energies. This is especially good technique for you to keep you in your energy and keep you out of their energy, because it's not always good to, even if we can, go into someone else's energy. Whenever we go into their energy, we are going to be taking something's back with us. And so I've found in my just looking at my past, and this is true for me, it may not be true for you, that when I use my empathic skills and abilities to read people and go in just in my everyday life, I realized for me it was a defense mechanism, so I could be in control, so I could have a one-upmanship, so to speak, over everybody else. However, by me meddling basically and being in everybody's energy, I was definitely taking on and bringing back their energy, some of their nonsense, some of their baggage to my energy, and I definitely had to spend time clearing and getting that out, as well as just figuring out how to delineate my energy from everyone else's, because I got confused. So this technique is great for bringing you back in your body, bringing back in your physicalness, and bringing you back into your awareness of your energy and separating it out from yours versus everyone else's. So very powerful. All right, I would like you to begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and become aware of your physical body and open your eyes whenever you are ready. Good morning. Thank you so much for those of you that joined live during the meditation. Just so you know, those joining me in the archive, when I go into meditation, I really do focus and go deeper, so that way I'm able to bring through a multi-leveled and multi-layered experience. So it's not only what I'm saying, but it's also an energy that I'm tuning into and broadcasting. And thanks to Facebook, this medium gives me an opportunity to send it out through the World Wide Web and put it into the energy field, allowing you to connect with it not only live, but also in the archive. So it's truly wonderful and miraculous, the technology. And I like to utilize the technology. However, I don't like to be dependent on it. But it's good to utilize things and make use of them in a positive way. At least that's my view. So let's see. All right, it's time for the reading segment of the show, as well as the call-in portion if you have questions. And that call-in number is 661-800-5875. Again, that number is 661-800-5875. The lines are open, and it is you're able to call in if you are able. As you can comment in if you're not able to join the show live, or you're not the type of person that likes to be on the phone. Then you can comment in and request a reading through the comment section, as well as if you'd like to comment about the show, your thoughts, how the meditations are for you, as well as if you have any questions, you can leave them there. I always check the comments. And so real quick, I am going to check the comments on my Varvel page just to see if anyone has commented in for a reading. And I do not see any comments there. So, I think we're going to go ahead and close out the show for today. Today was a wonderful first show of the year. I'm so grateful to be back in 2017, and I want to thank all of you that had joined me back in 2016, as well as all those that are going to continue to join in and spread the word in 2017. One thing I'd like to ask is if you have any friends or family members that would be interested in learning about meditation, as well as people that are interested in getting to know themselves and having a higher conscious experience in this reality, please don't hesitate to pass along my information and tell them about this show. This is a great way to interact, and it's free and it's fun. So thank you so much for all those that join in, as well as all those that share the good stuff. All right, I want to surround everybody with a big giant hug of love. Until tomorrow, I'll see you at 11.